Am I the only one that didn't know the dark web could be a force for good? Emerging from the shadows of the Tor network in the early 2000s, the dark web was initially designed by the US Navy for secure communication. Nowadays, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it offers unparalleled privacy and anonymity. Whistleblowers and journalists can safely expose corruption and share sensitive information. On the other hand, it's a breeding ground for illegal activities. Drug trafficking, cybercrime, and even child exploitation thrive in its shadows. While governments and law enforcement battle to control the dark side, the dark web continues to be a sanctuary for those seeking freedom from surveillance and censorship. It's a place where the line between good and evil blurs, challenging our perceptions of privacy and security. So, is the dark web a haven for whistleblowers or criminals? The answer isn't so black and white. While the dark web is often painted in broad strokes of good and evil, the reality is far more nuanced. Let's dive into some real-life stories that highlight this complex landscape. Meet Alice, a journalist from a repressive regime. Using the dark web, Alice was able to expose government corruption without fear of retribution. Her reports, published anonymously, sparked international outrage and led to sanctions against the corrupt officials. For Alice, the dark web was a lifeline, a tool for justice, in a world where speaking out could mean a death sentence. On the flip side, we have Dave, a young man who got entangled in the dark web's underbelly. Initially curious, he stumbled upon forums selling illegal drugs. What started as casual browsing turned into addiction and eventually led to his arrest. For Dave, the dark web was a slippery slope, a gateway to ruin. Then there's Eve, a cybersecurity expert who used the dark web to track down a notorious hacker ring. By infiltrating their network, Eve was able to gather enough evidence to assist law enforcement in bringing the criminals to justice. Her story showcases the dark web's potential as a tool for good, even in the hands of those fighting against its darker elements. These stories illustrate the dual nature of the dark web. It's a realm where heroes and villains coexist, where anonymity can be both a shield and a weapon. The dark web is not just a place, it's a reflection of humanity's best and worst impulses. As technology continues to evolve, so too will the ways we navigate these digital shadows. In the end, the dark web remains a powerful tool, one that can be wielded for both noble and nefarious purposes. The question isn't just about the dark web itself, but about how we as a society choose to use it. Time and again we see that the dark web is a mirror reflecting the choices we make. It's a place where the lines between right and wrong blur, and where the consequences of our actions are magnified. Whether it's used for whistleblowing or criminal activities, the dark web amplifies the stakes. It's a realm that demands caution, awareness, and a deep understanding of its potential impact. As we continue to explore and interact with this hidden part of the internet, we must remain vigilant. Education and awareness are key to navigating the dark web responsibly. By understanding its complexities, we can better protect ourselves and use it for positive change. Collaboration and shared knowledge can turn the dark web into a force for good. Investigative efforts and cybersecurity measures can help mitigate its risks. The dark web also holds potential for scientific and academic research, offering a space for free exchange of ideas. It's a place where knowledge can be shared without censorship, fostering innovation and progress. But with this freedom comes responsibility and the need for ethical considerations. Balancing the benefits and dangers of the dark web is a challenge we must all face. As we move forward, let's strive to use this powerful tool wisely, ensuring it serves the greater good. Together we can shape the future of the dark web, making it a place where positive change thrives. The dark web is a double-edged sword, but with the right approach, we can harness its potential for a brighter future. The choice is ours. How will we wield this powerful tool?